morning, friends. Welcome to another episode of the Long Distance Friends podcast. I'm staring at myself right now, and this looks so cringe. Let me change the view. I hope that works. Okay, so I hope this records the right way. Gonna try to get like both of our faces on the screen at once, so our friends who listen on YouTube or watch on YouTube can see both of us. I'm super excited for today. Jess and I have been talking about doing this reaction video for a while, and we got the photos back. So that's what we're going to do today. I don't know when this episode's going to come out. I know we're working on getting one out from a couple weeks ago. TBD on how it's doing. But yeah, super fun times. I hope everyone enjoyed our episode talking with our good friend Glenn. But let's go ahead and get started. Hi.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I feel like I died and was shocked back to life.
Are you sick or are you hungover?
Neither. Maybe I'm sick. I'm like kind of on my period. So everything, yeah, it was one of those.
I get it.
Having an IUD is interesting because, at least for me, I don't bleed, but I get all of the symptoms. So I still cramp. I still get nauseous. I still can't sleep enough, and I still am on edge 24/7. So that's cool.
I hate that for you. Sorry, I'm like looking down. So today, literally 1 a.m, I came home from work. I was like, I'm going to go straight to bed. I kept refreshing my email because I was like, I know the photos are supposed to come in. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go to bed. I was like tossing and turning, could not fall asleep. And then my phone started buzzing. And I was like, don't look at it, like go to bed. And then I was like, why not? And the photographer, her name is Caitlin. I'm going to shout her out, follow her on Instagram. Her Instagram is at KKP Boudoir. She's fucking phenomenal. Texted me and was like, hey, so sorry to make you horny at 1 a.m, but here's your photos. And I was like, oh, thanks. And I did not fall asleep for like 2 hours.
Oh my God. How many pictures did you get back?
I'm sorry, can you hear that?
I can't.
There's like a horn going off. I don't know if this is a tornado alarm or what. It's fine. I'm fine. So do you hear that?
No.
I'm so sorry. I cannot wait to edit this and see if it comes back. If you can hear it, I'm so sorry, but there is something going off. Whatever. It's fucking fine. But we'll see.
Oh my God.
I don't know how many photos came back, but there was like multiple different outfits. So like there was one like strappy kind of mesh with like a faux lace ensemble. And like, I will say the one thing that I noticed going through these is I was like, I am not sucking in my stomach. Like I thought I was, and then I looked at it and I was like, and now like a lot of them, my back is curved. My back is curved. So like my stomach sticks out a little more. And like, I think also part of it is like, I don't have the boobs that like, if I'm like curving my back, I just look like flat and round instead of like curved with big old boobies, like hanging in your face. So, cause like literally
flat and round.
Yeah. like it is all the same layer. I mean, shit, I got fucking my like x-rays. I was looking at them from, which also some of these booty pics, I'm like, I look kind of crooked. And now that I'm like, oh, because my spine goes toot. My spine goes.
It's starting to make a little bit more sense.
It makes way more sense. Why I'm like, why do I look so curvilicious on one side and like flat on the other? That's why.
Because you kind of have scoliosis. Got it.
She's scholdibosis.
She's got the scholdibosis.
But so the first ensemble, I sent you the photos. It is this like strappy little thing. I put that on and she looked at me and went, oh, you have small boobies. And I was like, yes, I am aware. I did warn you that I don't have nothing.
Oh, wow. Wait, hold on. That first one though, the first one, you can see boob. There's like boob.
Well, I mean, a little. Like, I mean, also that thing was like tight as fuck. So it was like,
Got it.
but like,
These are
loved that outfit. I was like,
crazy.
this is so cute.
This is good.
And I feel like I looked at them, and the first like outfit of photos, I was like, I think I can like see that I wasn't fully feeling myself yet, because I was like definitely awkward in like
Mhm.
most of them, right?
Mhm.
And then the second outfit is
Okay.
a mesh bodysuit that's like high neck, covered in pearls,
Oh, I remember that one. Okay.
see through,
Yes.
see through.
Yeah,
I was worried
I
I was going to see my
missed.
asshole, honestly. Like a lot of booty photos, because I was like, I don't have titties, but like I used to have an ass. It's like not as much anymore, but like, I've always been told like your butt is your asset, it's your asset. Haha. And I was like, cool, lean into it. Lean into it. And she pulled through. Like she pulled. And like you can see that, like, I'm gonna, I don't know, I can't show this on here. I cannot put this on the screen
Oh
without
no.
somebody being like, I think I can see your butthole.
Oh
But
my
like,
god. Yep, there's a boob. These are crazy.
right? These are going above my bed. These are like,
Oh my god. Wait, the one that you're sitting on the floor curved up at the couch, that's nuts.
who is she? Who the
Who
fuck is
is
that?
that?
Who is that?
It's Genome. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Talking about. And if you don't, get on TikTok.
I recently said it to one of my close friends, Megan, and she looked at me so confused because we were at Halloween Horror Nights, and we were like pointing at something at the screen playing stuff, and I went, oh, "Is Jane in them?" And she didn't get it.
Rude.
So glad. Yes, so rude.
I will say though, like, I will show this because like I've always been insecure about my arms. My arms look fucking yoked. Like,
Yeah,
do you see this arm?
she's a muscle mommy. That's what it is.
Sorry, mommy. I'm sorry.
I'm
Mommy.
sorry.
Sorry,
I'm
mommy.
sorry. You
I did
can't.
send that to a mutual friend of ours because I was like, I'm not gonna send him like a full fucking nude. Like, you have a girlfriend. And he's like, show me these pictures. And I'm like, I am not gonna send you a fucking titty pic unless I am on FaceTime with you and your girlfriend. And she's like, send it. I also want to see,
You're
But
right.
I was like, I will send like this cropped photo of like,
Yeah,
look at that arm. Look at that fucking, that's a sexy
that's
arm.
nuts.
That's my
That's
sexy
crazy.
arm. And he was like,
Exactly.
when did you get a tattoo on your hip? I was like, 2019. You're not tracking.
You're not keeping up. Come on. This is old news.
Right. She's an oldie. But yeah, so some of these ones she did in like black and white, and I was like, those are going above my bed. Though, where can I buy this outfit? I'd like to wear it in public. That is
Okay.
sexy.
The next group.
The
Yeah,
next group is, it's a latex set.
okay.
So it was latex and strappy, and I was starting to sweat. I'm gonna be so fucking for real because latex is not breathable. And I was
No,
like,
sliding.
hey, this is kind of how do I like move? And they were like, you don't. And I was like, oh,
Got it. Okay.
I just figured because it looks kind of like rubberish. And they were like, oh, it does.
It doesn't move.
No.
She tends to like the bent over booty angle one. You can't see your butthole, which is good, but
So when I got my makeup done, her name is Lauren, the makeup artist. She like finished and was like, all right, go get your butthole out. And I was like, I charge for that. Okay. You think I'm paying you to look at my butthole? No, thank you. And they were like, we'll probably see it. I was like, stop.
Stop.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Please, please. I'm just a girl. And like, it was like so fun. Like, gorgeous, right? So cute. And all up to this point, like, they are all dark and sexy, right? Like, every single ensemble is black. She literally had to like stop me and was like, you are giving me blowjob eyes right now. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, if I had a dick, I'd be like, all right,
let's cut the cameras for a little bit.
Off the record
Off
scratch.
the record.
She was prepared. Like, and it was great. But then like complete gear shift. So we've done 3 outfits of like all black, sexy, slowly getting like sexier and sexier and like dominatrixy, and like the background for the latex one was like a jungly type, like a wicker egg chair, and then like the furniture, the plants, like real sexy, like real gorge, right? Who is that?
Who is she?
This is the same person.
Who's that? That's me.
This is the face of someone who is going to ruin your life. I once had someone tell me that I was a curse to men. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Oh, so I was like complaining to a guy about like a breakup, and I was like, I don't get it, like whatever. And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, but then also like when I'm dating someone, their life gets so much better. But when they fuck me over, because this guy had fucked me over. I was like, it's funny though, because like the guys that have fucked me over and like cheated on me and whatever, this was like, it was during like a Mercury retrograde. So like men were coming out of the woodworks and were like, I miss you, whatever. And like I'm friends with one of the guys who was like, genuinely, like since we broke up, like I have just felt lost in life. Like I don't know what I'm doing, whatever. And I was like, I think it's really funny that like I break up with these guys and then their life goes to shit. And he was like, are you a curse to men? And I was like, no, not if you treat me nicely. Like if you tell me I'm too hairy and that I don't work out enough and cheat on me, yeah, it's gonna suck.
Exactly. I got told one time, I'm not good for men's health, so you're not good for our health. I said, I take that as a compliment though, to be honest. But
can I have you put that in writing? I'd like to put that on my dating apps actually.
Yeah, you went, that's not good for your health. Yeah, you're not good for my health. I said, okay.
Oh, so you're not strong enough?
No, that's so sad. You poor little thing.
Do you need a tissue? Do you need to cry to mama?
No,
I had someone call me daddy this week. Did I tell you about that?
You did not. No.
So I'm on Hinge, right? This guy said he was an engineer. Okay. And I lean into the joke of like, oh my God, you drive trains? That's so cool. And he goes, no. And I was like, okay, so like when you're like sucking with the banter, like you could have leaned in here and been like, fuck yeah, me and Thomas the train. Like,
could have done something.
Right. He was like, no, I don't. And then he like followed up and was like, I don't know how to drive. And I was like, ooh, passenger princess energy. Love this for you, sweetheart. And he was like, he responded and was like, yes, daddy, can you drive me around, with like the like emoji? And I was like, I have to unmatch you like immediately.
Listen, I would have fed into that.
Like it was bad enough he was blonde. Okay, like of course a blonde man.
Fuck. Okay, yeah,
is like Daddy.
Oh God, no, yeah. See, this is I'm about to air myself out. You've known this about me for so fucking long. I will never date a blonde man ever. I can't.
You have low testosterone. No. Are you a child?
Yep. Not attracted to blonde men. I think you need to grow up because men are born blonde, but they grow out of it. I see you as a grown toddler, and I'm not interested. I'm sorry. I don't think that blonde men are attractive. You know, there are,
like, if you are a bleach blonde man, and it's not like you dyed your hair for funsies, and even then, like, have you seen a photo of like when men try to bleach their hair because they don't tone it, it's just yellow.
Oh, it already, yeah, it's just yellow.
It's so rough.
It's not like I have anything against like dirty blonde where it's like there's brown in there, but if you are
boyhood blonde, get out.
Yeah, I experienced that one time, and that was not a good one.
I think honestly, I think that person popped up on my Snapchat memories.
Yeah, it was recent. Yeah, we're talking about the same one. Like this it kind of happened around this time of the year, like 6 years ago.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Ago. I thought you were talking about like a recent, and I was like,
Oh no, like around this time recent.
No, it was
like
it was fucking ages ago, but yeah.
yeah, 6
Yeah,
years
it
ago,
like
but
popped
around this
up
time
of like him like, and I was like, I skin crawls.
Oh, it did. Yeah.
Is he the one that like onto the roof of the car?
No, that wasn't him.
That wasn't him?
No, it was somebody else. I know exactly who it was. The one that we are on the topic of was the one that didn't tell me he was a virgin until after.
I forgot about, no shit. When you look like that.
Like I said, blonde men are just not
He did have a tripod though.
Somewhat. No,
Yeah.
we're thinking of the wrong.
Are we thinking?
We've got people confused.
Well, that's what happens when we don't use nicknames. We gotta like actually assign nicknames to people, honestly.
Yes. Chicken Head was not anything special.
That man, like genuinely, God, what a fucking time.
That was such an interesting time in my life that I involved you in. It was such an interesting. There
was like a lot of people at that time.
There was.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, just for context, I just texted Olivia who we're talking about in the car and the roof and all that. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we talked about car sex the last time we recorded.
We did.
I can't. Like,
my issue was that
I got scoliosis. My doctor says I can't be bending like that no more.
No, we can't be doing that. The reason why I had to use that source so many times was because I had very strict parents, and strict parents raised stinky kids. Yeah, I remember that time. That entire era of our life was a very interesting one, because
not one I would go through again, for sure.
I had fun on my end. I would never wish for you to go through that.
No.
Ever.
Yeah.
I had fun on my end. Did I get in a shitload of trouble all the time? Yes. But did I have fun?
I wish that I had like those experiences. Like, do you remember, I tell this story to people all the time, but this is like the only time that we overlapped a person, where this person was like my first kiss. I almost lost my virginity to them, but I was like, this is not how I want this to go. Like, I'm tutoring you in biology. No. But you then started hooking up with this person after all that. Like, that one, we were like making out. We almost had sex. Like, it was going in that direction. And then like my dad called me and I was like, nah, this isn't how this is going to go. And then it ended, me and him. And then you and him like met, and all of that.
I don't even think I knew. I didn't know that you and him had that thing until probably senior year.
Yeah.
And we was like met freshman year.
Right.
Or sophomore year, whatever.
And I don't know if you remember this, but like, so your parents used to track your phone.
Yes.
So, and I tell people this, I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to give myself like OG best friend award at 16, because you would leave your phone with me. You would go with him and like skip class. And then we would like meet at like a neutral ground, so that because your parents like knew where he lived.
Mm-hmm.
And so like if your phone was like there, it like notified them. So we'd like meet at the McDonald's, or like I'd drive over there to like pick you up. And we would like, it was like fucking divorced parents exchanging their child for the weekend. But I'd keep your phone on me, and you'd be like, I told my parents we were going to McDonald's to get food after school. And I'd be like, all right. So I would drive after school to like a McDonald's parking lot and just chill. And then you'd be like, all right, we're done. He'd text me and I'd be like, do. And I would drive and pick you up, and I would hide your phone. I was like driving around town responding to your parents like, yeah, we're gonna go get ice cream. Why did we do that? Like, honest to God.
I'm so embarrassed.
It's my favorite story though. I'm like, what I would give to have had the like self-confidence at that age to have done that. Like, like I wish that I had the fun like sneaking around stories. And then like senior year, I kind of did a little bit. Like, I hooked up with somebody for a little while, and she was like, aren't you in a relationship? And I was like, I mean, technically, but I don't think so. And I'm I think it's weird, and I think he's gross, and I am worried that he's gonna kill himself if I don't do what he says. And she was like, okay, well, like, we're not fucking then if you're like in a relationship with someone. That's fucked up. And I was like, that's fair.
Fair enough. Yeah, that time of my life was so interesting. It was so fun. I think it was like the adrenaline rush from all of it. And I did it all purely out of spite because I knew my parents didn't want me to.
And
I told somebody the other day,
it's the only time in your life that you can do that.
Exactly. I told somebody the other day, I said, the reason I am alive solely out of spite. Yeah. I just refuse. I everything that I do is out of pure spite. And I was told, Jesse, that's not a healthy way to live. And I said, but it's a fun way to live.
Right. Like, you know what?
Because I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. I don't know about you. I should be dead. Probably. But like 100%. I should be dead. But out of pure spite, I am here. So yeah, that time of my life was very, very, very interesting, especially the whole situation with this one specific guy we were talking about, which I think that he watches this.
Does he?
I think
oh my God, shout out loyal listeners. I know of at least one loyal listener. And I'm gonna shout him out. I'm not gonna say your name, but you know who you are. I send him the most unhinged thoughts because I'm like, I know you won't judge me. And then he plays off of them and is like, all right, keep it going. I'm like, God, thank you. He'll send me feedback sometimes while he's listening. Like, he loves fragrances. Like, he buys expensive perfumes. And we were talking about the like being French one. And he was like, so the perfume that your friend was mentioning, I've spent probably double on cologne for myself. And I am now feeling embarrassed because is that too much money to spend on a smell? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
we're also, he just got back on Hinge. He's much older. He's, when I say much older, he's like 35 and is like he sent me a girl and like we're in Kentucky. This girl has no skin showing, collarbones covered, like one of those like culty church dresses. And he was like, what the fuck is this? Like, literally her prompt was like, I recently learned, and she was like, ramen noodles are super yummy. And he was like, hey, Bethany, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? And I was like, that's a virgin. Do you see her collarbones? No, that's a virgin.
Yep.
Congratulations. Yep. She's 30. Be careful.
Never. Yeah.
So shout out to my loyal listener and to the more Jesse's friend loyal listener. Do you want to edit some promos for us? I know you can. I've seen your work. Hit me up. You have my number.
I think that he might watch some of it because of the little profile.
The only TikToks that I post that he likes are the ones where you're in them. I'm going to call him out right now. You know who you are. You know who you are. Okay.
Well, you know what's crazy is I blocked him on TikTok. And
that makes sense.
Blocked him on TikTok. We don't follow each other on anything.
We should get him on here and be like, we should do an episode where we just interview guys we've fucked and be like, do you still think about me? Yes or no?
This
send me $100 on Venmo. Do you still think about me? Yes or no? Okay, I'm gonna need you to pay me back for my time in your mind.
This one would need a paywall behind it because I ghosted him so hard the last time that I saw him. He came and saw me and I said, okay, bye. It was so good seeing you. And then never spoke to him again. And then that's when he commented on one of my TikToks. That was the last interaction that I've had with him.
Do you remember when he dated that one girl that was like a Walmart version of you? Wait, that happened a couple times. The one in high school, the like really weird one. Not the.
Which you know what's crazy is I had met her. We had a class together. It was her first year.
I thought you guys were like kind of friends.
Yeah, we were because we were friends, and I had met her before I knew. And
how much do you want to bet that's why she tried to be your friend?
Well, she didn't know either. Like, we were both very oblivious. And so I was talking to her, and him and I had already had one of our little things because it was very up and down and up and down and up and down. And we're talking, and she's like, yeah, like I'm talking to this new guy, and yada yada. And I'm like, oh yeah, like yeah, like who? And she says his name, and I go, oh,
that one. Like, yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, we're like we're dating. That's crazy. crazy. And I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, I immediately texted him and I was like, hey, I'm friends with your girlfriend, and didn't know it. I'm pretty sure. I
It's like
told
a little
him she was
oopsie-poopsie, you know?
oopsies. And then I genuinely don't know what happened, but it ended up turning into me and her not fucking liking each other. I told him she was crazy and was like, you got
And
a
he
lot
like
of
defended her hardcore, and then she like cheated on him or something. And he was
I don't
like,
know what happened, but he came back and he was like, yeah, you were right. I was like, you know what? That's what I thought.
okay, I sent you the Fleetwood Mac photos.
Okay.
These photos are black panties, Fleetwood Mac, like oversized t-shirt, and they ended up tying it up. They whipped my hair up into a Pam Anderson updo. Like,
I love it.
Literally,
that's my favorite one.
She is gonna suck your soul right out of you. And you're gonna smile the whole time.
Exactly.
Like
they're so good.
What's creepy though is like there's some of them where I'm like, that kind of looks like my mom. Like that one not so much.
Oh
but like there's a couple that I'm like,
hey mama,
it's interesting. That's weird. That's funny. That's so funny. Haha. But those ones were super fun. There's like some of them that I was like, I cannot save this, where I'm like laying on the bed, like, and she was like above me, and I was like, I hate that angle of my face. That does not look like me at all. And it's ridiculous how like literally every single photo, I'm like, that looks like a different person. Who is that? Is that me?
Who is she?
But then we get into the Barbie photos, and this is the ones where like I really was not sucking in my stomach, and like I'm gonna like zoom in on it. Like that's my stomach in this photo. And like the first time I saw it, I was like, ugh. And then I was like, that's a normal human stomach. Like that's
exactly
that's a flat stomach. I just don't have the titties to make it look like it. Like no matter what, I'm so fucking for real. Like I have always had like a flat stomach, but because I haven't had the boobs to make it look like it, I just look completely flat as a human being. And I'm like, guess I gotta be concaved. But the blue 2-piece set with the pink sheets, I was like, this is Malibu Barbie. This is Malibu motherfucking Barbie. Like,
yep, that's Malibu Barbie. Love it.
And then we got into the pink onesie.
That is cute.
I posted it on my story. I put those on my Instagram story. I did cut out my legs and like my booty. I was like, oh my God, Barbie is streaming. My dad saw it. My dad saw it. And I was like, well, my hair is insane. Like, that's
gorgeous.
Insane. It looks like I'm wearing a bathing suit, honestly. But she was like, hey, listen, so I want to start offering like a Barbie add-on. Do you like, are you comfortable modeling it? And then I'm going to post these photos on my account to like encourage people to like check it out. Are you okay with that? And I was like, absolutely. Like I came in here without a plan for it. And this was like the most fun part. Now I'm like, now I need to go back and I need to be like, sweet, sexy little funny girl. But yeah, so I'll send you the photos of my face. I think I sent you 2 that were like photos of my face that I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my face there? Like my eyes are 2 different sizes. I know that. Every time I take a photo, I got one eye that's smaller than the other, and I'm like,
oh, I got the close-up ones.
And yeah, a lot of the like this angle for me.
Not your favorite,
girl. Why does my face look like it's drooping?
Wait, hold on.
Like that's just my face.
I'm not a fan of that. I think I like the picture. I'm not a fan of like the angle of the picture. Like your eyes look really good, but
they like
it just
I
seems
think it's the
off.
way that I've tilted my head that it looks like my eyes are like
yes.
You know, just don't be a dick.
Just don't do it.
But yeah, so kkp.boudoir, she did the photos. I'm gonna tag her in all of our like
all the
real stuff that I post. Like she's phenomenal. Also on Tuesdays, she does Secret Tuesdays. So like even if you're just like, I don't give a fuck, follow her Instagram, because on Tuesdays she does the like open forum where she's like, send us your secret, and people literally send the most insane shit to her. Like,
really?
Oh my God, last week these people were like, we finally went to the swingers club and like swang for the first time, and I got to watch my husband fuck somebody else. And she was like, Okay, sexy.
Oh,
Tell us
wow.
more. Like people do not hold back at all. And she's
Oh
like,
my God.
and she just like posts and she's like, sexy, love it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And I'm like, how do I get to this level? How do I get to the level where I can be like, tell us your secret times. Everything's kept confidential. And you're just like,
I
I
did this
licked
and this and
someone's
that.
asshole and they farted. Like, oh, wow. Okay. Spicy.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate the honesty, honestly. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I would love that.
We do have the option, people. If you're listening, tell us your deep, dark,
We
juicy
do.
secrets. Please.
Mm-hmm. Please and thank you.
I mean, I don't think that's too much to ask.
No, it's not.
I was watching the news this morning. They were talking about an Am I the Asshole?
Mm-hmm.
Where this guy was like, the plane was boarding. My wife said, I'm going to go get a coffee. They were boarding the plane. So I said, babe, forget the coffee. Get on the plane. And she was like, I'm getting my fucking coffee. So I got on the plane without her. And now she's bitching at me that I'm the asshole. But they called our boarding zone. What was I going to do? Wait for her? I had the bags. I could just go to the seat. And I was like, I would do that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's the asshole.
I don't think he is either. No, because it's like, it can wait. Why don't you just sleep on the plane? You don't need coffee that bad. You don't need to be awake on a plane. You don't.
Yeah. I am getting a decent amount of responses from people. Like, it's not showy.
It's so cute.
It's so whatever. But like people that I used to work with are like, I would expect nothing less than this from you, of like neon pink and like insanely
Girly
over the
bitch.
top. And I'm like,
Yeah.
thanks. I love it.
You.
So serious thing.
Okay.
How the fuck am I supposed to dress as like a mid 20-year-old? No, like, so for real, everything that I own is just like t-shirts. Honestly, I don't know where to go shopping because I swear to God, everywhere that I look is either like you're a grandma or you're 12 or like 18 and like super trendy. And I'm not super, like, I'm just not, like, my body is not like if these photos have taught me anything, it's that like I have a matured body. Like, my body does not look like how it did when I was 16. So I can't be trying to shove my ass into these outfits catered towards the teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
How am I supposed to dress?
I have that same issue where it's like I don't have my style, if that makes sense. Like I
Yes.
think I do. I think I dress and I'm like, oh, this is it. And then I see like outfits of people and I'm like, I really like that. Like I want to wear that. And then I try and do it and it's a mess. And like
my style is Lululemon mom. Like, I'm an athleisure woman to my core, but I can't wear that to a business function. Like, if I had it my way, my dream outfit right now is like a workout dress with maybe like a jean jacket and then some like cute white sneakers.
Right.
Like, I was like, that would be so cute. I can't wear that to a meeting.
Right. Like, it's crazy that you bring this up because yesterday I literally went to Plato's Closet and got some new stuff because I'm like, I want to dress the way that I've seen other women dress and I like that. So I recently have been obsessed with like cargo looking sort of kind of pants and like puffer pants, like they're the parachute pants.
Yeah.
I like those a lot. They're just loud. They're like loud sweatpants.
I just need you to hear me coming. That's it.
I just need you to hear me like 30 feet away.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, there's Jessie.
I want to be 30 feet away and you're like, oh, here she comes. And I want you to watch me the whole time.
And you hear me going the whole time. So when I think like business casual,
like H&M
with the jean, yeah, like H&M, maybe. I don't know what kind of stores you have there, but I would check out like H&M, maybe even fuck, I was gonna say Forever 21, but I'm like, because they do have
Forever
some
21
stuff.
is hit or miss. Okay.
It is
like
so hit or miss.
You'll find a cute shirt and then you flip it around and it's got like fuck me
It's
daddy
got, like,
sequins. And I'm
it's
like,
what's the Wi-Fi password? They're like, what the it's horrible. It's like it reminds me of Shein a lot. Like that was the original Shein.
I was talking to somebody and they were like, Shein has such great stuff. I was like, Shein does not fit my body.
Shein is so hit or miss. It really, really is.
Like, where do I find the clothes that fit the, like, I got some wider hips and some scoliosis. Where do I find somebody who can dress like a very amorphous blob looking person? That's what I'm looking for. All right. I'm not trying to, a halter top looks nice on me. I got some broad shoulders, but I'm not trying to be too horrific, if you know what I'm saying, with the shoulder exposure. Okay. I'm trying to be a modest woman. All right. Thank you. I fuck with a halter. I do. But again, like
I think going with a nice pair of jeans, either and like a halter top or a tank top that has like thicker straps and a nice little cardigan to go over it.
I should get like a blazer, like a
Yes.
long blazery looking. I will say I've seen the like matching blazer and shorts sets that people do then like a little tank top, and I'm like, that is so cute.
The oversized blazer is trending right now.
I think
Like,
it's gorgeous. I'm afraid to put it on my body. Like, I feel like I need to hire someone to do my shopping for me because like I get so overwhelmed shopping. I know that I have to try shit on. I know that I need to go out shopping and get in a dressing room and try shit on. But the minute I get into a fluorescent lighted dressing room,
you're like, ah, yeah, it's
sorry, I gotta go have a panic attack and shit my pants.
It's awful.
I should take like a panic attack medication before I go, but then I can't drive. So they make me sleepy. I'm sorry. The hydroxyzine, it's an antihistamine. Like
your pills are like, hey.
I've had it for years. It's phenomenal. It's like Benadryl, basically. They're like, oh, you're stressed. You can't have a panic attack if you're night-night. Exactly.
Yeah, if you go night-night, hey, you won't panic.
You might have some weird fucking dreams, but you're not gonna be panicking. Yeah. And if you are,
we're gonna put on a show. We're gonna put on a show while you're asleep. You're gonna have a great time. Don't worry about it.
Oh, the Hat Man is out. That's crazy.
Oh my god, Hat Man. Woo! Fuck. I got the giggles now. God damn it.
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
Cut them, please. Fuck. Yeah, the oversized.
Because this is also, I'm like, I want to get outfits that like I can actually go on dates into. Yeah. Because I'm getting back out there. Okay. Olivia. So I firmly believe that I'm gonna meet my person in the wild, like not on an app. However, I understand the importance of like utilizing the apps because like how the fuck else am I gonna meet people if I just sit at home all the time? And like I'm new to the city. So what's the harm in being like, take me to your favorite restaurant, take me to your favorite bar, have one drink and decide if I like hanging out with this person. But like I'm literally about to start texting these men like, so how much banter do you need before you ask me on a date? Or are you waiting for me to do it? Because if so, let me know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I will report you. Like
I will get you banned from
this. Do you have like I literally know I'm a catch. I know I'm a fun time. I know that I'm giving you like the best banter because I'm a funny girl. Call me Leah Michelle, baby. I can't read and I'm in funny girl. It's my favorite conspiracy theory. I'm sorry, but like Leah Michelle can't read. It's the best one. Have you seen her?
I have never heard that Leah Michelle cannot read.
You haven't?
No.
Oh my god. We need to talk about this. Leah Michelle can't read. There like was reports that on the set of Glee, they would have to like the director of Glee, who she was is like a very close friend of, and like Ryan Murphy, I think it was Ryan Murphy. Like, he also did Scream Queens, which she was in. He would feed her lines. So, like, they had, like, a memorization system. Because, like, she's been in, like, Broadway shows her whole life, whatever. So, like, she's always been, like, reading scripts. But not reading scripts. Like, people were doing it back and forth with her. So, it's like, you learn, like, when this person says this is what I respond. You don't have to read it to know it.
Right.
So, like, there was reports that she didn't know how to read on the set of Glee and that her lines were fed to her. And then she, like, people got videos of like her at awards shows, like opening the envelopes and like not looking at it and telling the answer, like opening it and being like, and the award goes to Britney Spears.
Oh.
And then there was a video of her. She like wrote a children's book and she like made fun of it. And when she got on TikTok, she was like posting with like a bunch of emojis. And so like people would comment on her videos just in emojis. Like they would not use words.
So
they'd be like arrow, girl, like sparkle, like you're so pretty. And
oh my god.
I love asking men why they have problems with their fathers on dating apps. Like I'm not going to tell them. And like I'm not going to be like, I also have daddy issues. I'm going to be like, I love my father. I think he's the best guy in the world. And then they're like, fuck. You know? They're like, You know, like you gotta wait to expose these things. But then when they are like, yeah, I don't talk to my dad, I'm like, we're gonna talk about this. Why? Really?
Why?
Interesting. Tell me more. He hit you? Tell me everything. So do you hit animals? Have you ever hit a partner? When you get really angry, does it make you want to hit things? So you're a violent person. Seems like you should go to therapy.
This seems like a time to bring
I've
up
been
therapy.
unmatched a couple of times for these conversations. I want to put that out there right now.
Oh my God.
I asked a man, this guy was like bragging about how much money he makes. Guess what I asked him? Just wild guess.
Are you overcompensating for your small weenie?
Did you grow up with financial insecurity? It's a fair question. Like, if the only reason you went into a career path is because I want to make this much money, I'm like, oh, so you have like financial trauma. Do you want to talk about it? Gone.
You read him to filth and he said, nope.
Listen, don't hate the player. Hate your game. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like you can tell that I'm definitely not like, I'm going to find my husband on here. I'm like, I'm here to practice talking to men because I clearly don't know how.
I'm having funsies here.
We're still having funsy doodles.
Oh my God.
You haven't been on the apps in a while.
No.
I feel like you were on them heavy after your like big breakup a couple years ago. I told Sarah, I'm going to get her on here and she and I are going to talk about it because she just moved to a new city, but she's been like my guru for the apps.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She's not with that one guy anymore? When did they break up?
Oh, a while ago. He was nasty. He was a gross guy. Nasty man.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because she was with him for a while, for like years. And
yes,
she did her like masters and had like this really cool girl group. And she would get on Marco Polo and like every single week she and I have like a full vlog for each other. And she'd be like, so I went on a date here. This guy was really nice. Like she had a man driving from another state, like 2 hours to take her on dates.
Oh my God.
And she was like, as he should. And I was like, oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I want to be like you, girlfriend. Like, teach me your ways. So we're going to get her on here. We're going to talk about it because she moved to a new city. She was like, I have not used Hinge in so long. And I got her. Hinge, sponsor us. You're sponsoring every podcast under the fucking sun right now. I'm actually using you. You know what's really scary? So you can put your dating goals. It's like one of the big things that they're promoting right now. So like for me, I'm looking for like a long-term relationship. So I put long-term, open to short. People can add details specifically. Do you know how terrifying it is to see someone that's like, I'm looking for the mother of my children? This is a dating app. This is just to get a first date. Like, you are not swiping through here going, yeah, she looks like she'd be good to breed with. You're going, I want to take her for a drink. She seems like she might be a fun person to get dinner with, and then I will decide. If you are deciding based off of their profile, you're doing it wrong. It's coming from someone who's doing it wrong. But if you are putting that on your profile of like, looking for someone who my mom can take in as their daughter, and I want to get married in 6 months. And don't even get me started with the voice prompts.
Oh my God, I can't. Every time when I was on the dating apps and I saw a voice prompt, I would not play it.
Well, I play it because I'm like, do you have a weird squeaky voice? Because I can't deal with the weird squeaky voice. Like I briefly dated a guy that had a squeaky voice, and like he was like really cool, and like I enjoyed his company, but like I couldn't get over his voice.
Who are we talking about?
I know one defining thing that happened that I can tell you that'll make you remember. It was when I was in college. It was when me and the long-term guy were on a break. The one that licked my butthole.
Okay, yeah. I remember this one. But okay. I wish I could have heard his voice because I forgot that.
He was 6'2", almost 6'3", huge guy. Like I was like, I'm a dainty little princess. It was so much fun. It was like a fun summer fling. And he had a high-pitched voice. He also had a tattoo of the state of Texas on his body. And I was like, that should have been a red flag. That should have been a red flag.
I remember him.
But that was like the first person that was like, took me on a date, like was like, let's go get drinks. I've got some people, like I'm driving, like opening doors, pulling out chairs, whatever. And I was like,
Aw.
I am not having sex with you because you pulled a chair out for me. And he was like, I respect that. And like waited a couple weeks before he like tried anything. I mean, I did find out he was like fully raw dogging another girl. Like he dropped me off. Like he'd take me out, drop me off, and like go fuck this bitch in a parking lot.
Oh
And be
my
like,
God.
yeah, I mean, she wasn't having sex with me yet. So I'm just gonna like, and I was like, I ghosted him. I fully ghosted him. But he spent like 2 years before that fling, like reaching out to me at least once a month to be like, hey, do you want to hook up? Hey, do you want to go get drinks? Hey, what's going on? But yeah, he had a squeaky voice and I couldn't get past it. And also, he did not ask for consent.
Oh, for the, yeah.
Yeah. Who just licks a booty hole without consent? I was like,
didn't like that.
I'm gonna have to say no. Gonna have to say I don't want to do that again.
We have that same shared experience.
I know. I think you were the first person I told because I was like, you're the only person who's gonna understand the trauma of what just happened to me.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was very unexpected. I was in shock.
I didn't know what was going on. I literally, did your whole body lock in place?
I more so, it didn't lock in place. I just completely disassociated after that. So it happened and I was like, okay. Like it just sent my body into a state of no longer.
We really, shout out to our loyal listeners. We are really putting ourselves out here.
Yeah. Very much so.
Proudly. So, yeah, anywho, moving on. The streets are wild. We're working on it. Okay. We do have the YouTube going, so it's super fun. We should probably wrap this up because I left rice cooking on the stove.
Oh yeah.
And it's probably back to being dry.
Yeah.
At this point.
Probably.
Well, we'll see you next week. Bye.